maybe 1 or 2 years. Some people have even 2 or 3 years without even getting any reply. And those times, if you are waiting just to hear from them, then you will have 2 or 3 years wasted if they reply you with a negative story.
Yeah.
But if you do something positive,
Mr. Nget, let me interject here. Let's say someone who requested an asylum, the day he is going to an asylum interview, as you mentioned in Germany, that individual needs preparation to go with a story to tell the commissioner, this is the reason why I came to Germany. From that story or through that story, they are going to evaluate whether they will give that individual a document, whether they will grant him an asylum or not. Now, in an event that individual doesn't have any backing document or any supporting document, like you think before the commissioner will respond to that individual when he or she happen to have some supporting documents from his or her country or here, is it necessary, or he or she can submit that supporting documents to the commissioner? Is it possible in Germany too?
I mean, if I'm right, I think about submitting the document on the day of interview or after the day of interview.
Yeah, for instance, when the individual went on commission, so he did an interview, but he was unable to have these supporting documents back home. After the interview, before the commissioner, send him back the results, when he have the documents, the supporting documents, can he take them there, or he can email them to the commissioners? This is what I just want to know.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
The way it works here, I think it's most of the time like similar to the way it works for every other country.
Yes.
The first interview is like you're not even doing it on the day you arrive. You just take your details. They give you a comfortable bed and a comfortable place to sleep, to lay your head and to relax. So, and I believe that every Gambian here who come to Europe, in one way or the other, you have a relative, someone who is living here, and someone like you, and the platforms are open for you to this thing. Like in Germany here, you come, they take your details, they send you to an asylum reception center, and they give you there. They will not just wake you one day and tell you this is your interview today. They will send you a letter prior to your interview and tell you, okay, this is the date of your interview. Sometimes it could take even months before they give you that letter.
Okay.
So during those times, you must have talked to 1 or 2 people, and they might advise you. Even though some people get the wrong advices from wrong people sometimes, and that will mislead them. Sometimes people will give you some advices that will haunt you until a long time before you get out of it. So but then if you go to an interview, if you have a document and they set you a date to go and interview a time, if you have your proofs, your document, and you have a story that is aligned to those documents, you can definitely give it on that day. But if you don't have, you can go just sit with them and talk to them. So if you talk to them and they tell you your story, and they will put it on note, and you have this as a story.
Okay.
Then at some point, if the court or the commissioner deem it fit that, okay, we need this supporting document, that this and that to prove what you say is right, then those every time they will send you a letter and ask you to bring those documents.
Okay.
So, and then they will not ask you to bring it tomorrow. They will give you a time, this thing. So you have also the chance to look for those documents, even though it's not very easy. But then if you don't have also, then you can write them a letter and tell them you cannot have this, because of that, and give them enough reason, but not just to stay back. But the documents you can give on the day, you can give after the date of your interview.
Okay. But do you think that when someone is staying in the reception center before going on commission or before going on asylum interview, do you think it's also important the way that particular person or that individuals behave inside the reception center? Your behaviors in reception center also matters during the interview or no? Because I don't know in Germany whether the director of the reception center could also write some documents, some supporting documents, or some recommendations, some certificates about that individual before going to interview, can go with those documents to interview. Is it that the behaviors in the reception centers are also important, are also something that counts, during an interview for you to have asylum document? Do you think it's necessary?
Yeah, behaviors in general are always important to people. People always should behave themselves, and if you don't behave yourself, it will haunt you one day.
Okay.
And in Germany or like any other country, if you arrive, you are taken. Your details have been taken,
okay.
And then you are living in a reception center, and then this reception center, they call it camp or heim here.
Heim, yeah.
Yeah. So if you are in this camp or in this heim, it doesn't mean that you are now illegally or you are not recorded. Like all your details, they know where you live, they know how you live. They might not know your routine also, but if you fall into a wrong trap or like involve yourself in something illegal or trying to create some problems, one way or the other, it might involve the authorities, and if it involves the authorities, they have to take your name down, they have to take everything down, and then those documents that they are giving you and those things that they are taking details from you might be sent to the immigration department, or it might just be put on your files, because in Germany here it's like people don't send people for stories or so. Even if you are caught outside this thing, they just need your name and your date of birth, so it doesn't necessarily mean you have to give them documents. So if they get you into these things, your date of birth, your name, your background would be stated there. Most of the time, people don't know about anybody because you are just in the reception center, they don't know about you. But if you must have done something wrong while you are staying there before your interview, it will definitely be recorded on your files, and it will definitely be shown on the process, and then you might have problems later.
Okay, that's mean behavior is very, very important when we are waiting for our asylum at the reception centers.
It is definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's very, very good. Now, when we go to German,